Hello everyone. In this video, we will be looking at today's daily LeetCode challenge problem, power of 3. This problem is easy, but until you will be doing it without loops. Okay, so first we will see how we can do with loops, and later we will see without loops how we can do it. Given an integer n, we have to return true if it is power of 3. So for example, if 9 is given to us, we have to return it as true since it is a power of 3. Okay, and if it is say -1, then we have to return it as false. Since it's not a power of 3. And also uh, if any number which is less than 0 or equal to 0 also, we have to return it as false. So how to do this with a simple loop is, simply we will be checking every number if it is divisible by 3, and we will be dividing it by 3 until we get uh, it that number as 1. If we don't get a number as 1, then it is not the power of 3. So simply first we will be checking if n is negative or it is equal to 0, then return it as false. Else we will be checking it while loop. Okay, while n is divisible by 3, then we have to divide it by 3. Okay, now what happens with this is, we will be getting, if it is not divisible by 3, then we will directly get here, and we can return n is equal to 1. Okay, so how it goes is, say we will take an example, say 45, which is not the power of 3. It's positive, so it will be coming here, and it is divisible by 3. So we will divide it by 3. The 45 divided by 3, now the answer is 15. So again the loop goes, since 15 is still divisible by 3, again we will divide it. So now the answer is 5. 5 again, now n is not divisible by 3, so it will come outside the loop and we will be written, since n is not equal to 1, so we will be returning it as false. And if in the case of power, say 27, it is divisible, so it will become 9 here. 9 again it will go, it is divisible, so it will become 3. 3 is again divisible, so it will go inside the loop, and we will be getting it as 1. And 1 is not divisible, so we will finally get it as true here. So this is a basic simple approach of using loops. Now we will see a little better approach. Say, since this is like the max value of int is 2 power 31 minus 1, which can be used in the form of int max. Okay. Now this value, this is the highest value that it can be stored in the number in an int variable. Now, what happens is, if you can take any number 3 to the power of m, uh, and if you do a prime factorization of this, which can be expressed as 3 to the power of n and 3 to the power of m minus n. So, if we can get what is the maximum value which can be stored mm, in int max, or within the int max, or with the int variable, what is the maximum value that we can store here in the int variable. And if you can check if this given value of n is divisible by 3, then we can say, like, if it is divisible by 3, then we can easily say, like, mm, yes, this value is uh, the power of 3. Say for example, let us take an int or uint 8 or which is like what is the maximum value of it is 255. Okay, with 255, what we can do is 243 is the maximum to 3 to the power of number that we can save. So 3 to the power of 4 is nothing but 243. Okay, now this 243, any number which is 9 square is divisible by, sorry, 9 is divisible by 243 is divisible by 9, 281 is divisible by 243. So 3 is divisible by 243. So what we can get from here is like we can divide the number which is the maximum power which can be stored in a variable. That number we can divide that particular number since it's a prime factorization. Like you can express 2 power n, sorry, 3 power n within 3 power m. So now our challenge lies to get this number, okay, within this limit. So how do we get it? Say just by, if you can think of it in terms of log to the base 3. So any number, say x is a number, and that number, if you take log base 3, it will be giving some value, which is like, say, in the case of 255, what happens is you will be getting 4 point some x, y, z number. But if you can see here, this is the maximum value that we can store. This is the maximum cube. This is the maximum power of 3 that can be stored. We can get the value maximum power. So here what we will be doing is log of int max we have to take, but base 3 we have to take, but we don't have any functions which is base 3. So what we will be doing is we will take log of int max divided by log of 3. This will be nothing but base 3 value only. Now this value we will be storing it in max power, say max power, we can call it as max p, and this max power value, uh, now this max power is nothing but this value here, 3 power of max power. Any number which is divisible by any number which divides this max power, say n is divides this number, then we can say like this n is also the power of 3. Okay, so let's look into the code how we can do it. We can see we got this n, if it is n is less than 0 or equal to 0, we have taken it as false, and max power is nothing but the int max divided by log base 3, and we are storing it in int. Since we are storing it in int, the decimal values will be removed, only the integer value will be stored here, and max 3 power is nothing but power of 3 and the max power that we got, and this will be again, this will return as double value. Since we are storing in int, we will be getting the value. And finally what we can do is we will be checking if this given n is divisible by, I mean, that divides this max power. If it divides, then we can say it is a power of 3. So that's it for this video. Thank you.